Alright, I won't read it. Kinda like he gets flipped trying to read the diary. Friends either. But in this case, isn't the need for the case more important? Now if she get judo flipped. Who's that? He wasn't here a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be the European. Oh, how did he? You know, it's a man too, have you? No idea who he is or how you get in here, but you look suspicious. And tall. Suspiciously tall. No, son. Don't tell me. You really don't know who that is? Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. Doesn't look like a member of the crew. Is there something very unusual about him? Is he investigating Cosmo's death or he's just playing on it? Can't tell. But in that case, you simply must talk to him. Just imagine it, or does it sound like almost uncontrollably excited? By the way, I expect that you know this already, but just in case. Vex X on people while they're in the crosshairs, you can confess with. Alright then, I'll get that suspicious sergeant in my sights and see where he can escape with them. No, please do. Excuse me. Excuse me, do you have a moment? Shh. It's a critical point in my investigation. Hold on, he seems a little unfriendly. Perhaps that would be for the best. Greetings, I hope I haven't kept you long. Ah! What exactly are you doing on Cosmo's desk just now? I see, fascinating. Sorry, what do you see? Yes, everything's clear now. Trade and reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been at Afghanistan, I perceive. Not just recently returned, if I'm mistaken. Sorry? What? And now, whilst venturing towards foreign claims, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Oh, well, that's true at least. But how? How did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary introduction, hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolutionary. You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake and now travel to England to blow up this hotel. And when the bribe-born occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes. Just to be clear, you're talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. You see it in this cabin who fits the bill? Watch the assassin with 16 victims on his name? Don't we have... I don't even see one person who fits the bill. Really put me on. So it's true. It was you who did such a Cosmo-sama. What? And you're plotting a revolution too. It's shameful behavior on that side. Absolutely wicked. No, listen. No way. Listen, there's no. I'm old. I'm an old man. Why? Why did you hurt me like this? Explain yourself. Tell me everything. It's like, yes, I did not just meet you in Japan when I was on case file in Japan. Yes, I'm very much Russian. This is ridiculous. Pretty six, open your eyes. I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously. Oh, forgive me. And for you, what kind of introduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came to your head. Yeah, was I not right? I was venturing towards border claims. You did find yourself in most troubling predicament. Did you find that? Oh, yes, maybe. Ha, there you have it. You see, what do you make of that? Mm-hmm. Well, to be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of the murder. So, I'm not really sure you can call it introduction. More like plain observation. Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all introduction. And this is frowned upon with the observation of trifles. You see, I announce my findings with a brass certainty. And more often than not, I am right. I think you introduce yourself. Oh, my apologies. How I missed it. I'm now the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women all over the world. The inevitable Sherlock Holmes. So, it really is you, the actual Sherlock Holmes. Holmes. Is the H there or the S silent? Very well, the inevitable actual Sherlock Holmes. Holmes. Did this man just have some son? Was famous detective in the world. Not of that. Of course I did. No one who ever heard of it. What planet have I been living on there? That's someone introduced. Work out the entire case already. Sure. Really? Why do I feel like I'm uneasy about this? So you're the great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again? Indeed, I am none other than Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. Holmes. It's like I'm trying to cough off a loogie when I say his name. Sherlock Holmes. There you go. I see. You're German. Sherlock, was it? No. I've not her. I have hair. Call me Holmes. Or Holmes. We all about my exploits in an exciting London publication. Oh yes, we're in this magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interesting articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I've sent it from England especially. Oh yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So you're the protagonist in the series of short stories then? Indeed I am. And you read so many of your own stories, you start to think you really are a detective? Make no mistake, I'm not the poor deluded fool you take me for. Your inner reference is backwards. Backwards? Such biography records my greatest detective achievements and calling some in the magazine. You're biographica, do you? Listen, everyone. Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson. Presently keeping shop in London. Dr. Wilson? I say, thanks to the publication, I've been vastly busy of late. By this very moment, I'm joining from Asia, having solved the mystery of the cursed royal crown. Really? I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not. Deductions, you see, it's to me a science, logical reasoning in its purest form. A science? Really? The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reactions in the subject. A features a glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight indication of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin. All these things are down. And the trained logical makes deductions from this data at the blink of an eye. The conclusion is, without fail, the truth. A demonstration only a few moments ago. I can look me in the eye and claim that. You see, I have a term for both observation, for deduction, and faith. And what makes me the one and only Herlock Holmes. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular character? Yes, I managed to deduce it. My dear fellow, you're supposed to discover the culprit in his most cunning hiding places. That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you, Mr. Herlock Holmes. I see. In other words, I'm in these now because of him. I became anxious about catching something this morning. I summoned all the crew members to force the cabin door open. I killed them simply among their numbers, getting interested in the scene of the crime. Just lucky for everyone, the great detective Herlock Holmes was on board. And the handcuffs seem to be excellent fit, Mr. Hownoddle. Ugh. Furthermore, I lay eyes on the scene. Two facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh, really? Two facts, he said. Holmes, tell us please, what two facts were apparent to when you came into this cabin this morning? Yes, but first, let us be precise. Two facts of question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand, but what were they? Allow me to elucidate. I have sometimes had hard times actually saying words. Sorry about that. Allow me to elucidate. Elucidate? Is that, am I saying that right? Elucidate. Hold on a second, John. I mean, because now this has got me thinking, am I saying this correctly? Okay. I am saying correctly. Elucidate. The two facts that I reduced from the mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number one, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape from the culprit out of the question. Number two, the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Hold on, Mr. Holmes. I think you made what made you think the victim was Russian? Preserve the dying meshes left by the victim on the floor. There's a Russian word for wardrobe. Think how someone would have left a dying message in Russian? In the final moments, when you find the native tongue filling their heads for this young man Russian. Casper was Russian? Was he? He looked like it. Oh, I don't know if just because Garabo would have been the name of the killer. A stubborn Robot Gerard, perhaps. Doing this, I said it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe hit there at least. When you found Mr. Holmes was sleeping soundly. Right, so, found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Why is it that I'm Russian too? Said that you are wearing the same attire as the victim, and onwards, you are accredited. And if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. School uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I have no idea. Sounds good to me. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know either. Like, I know about a certain amount of words, but elucidate, not one of them. So it's nice. I can probably add that to the vocabulary now. I had no idea the detective gets something. An detective forgets something so long. The photograph of the victim in the message that I might analyze for its possible details. This was like immediately after the young man was discovered before the body was moved. You know, when I woke up, this is the first time I've actually seen him like this. Oh, you're right, Mr. Nando. Oh, thank you. Something has been entered into the court record. Did I actually send Mr. Holmes? What pray? Mentioned Russian before as well, did you? You know when you said I was a some revolutionary thing from Russia and all that? Oh yes, the train of reasoning led me to the truth. Do you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think? I have no idea how to say that. I do not speak Russian. Kohenho Ko. Конечно. Which is technically, certainly, if it interests you. So he says, Kanesha, which is certainly. So, and if you will translate in English, this entire sentence is certainly if it interests you. Times, I'm not Russian and I don't speak Russian. Can we not put introductions before? I think you concluded about. Oh yes, now if I see the accurate troubling because you find yourself. Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and the assassins of 16 part? Oh yes, the more sore details, but very commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning paper. The main headline reads, revolutionary violent boss violent Bolshevika, please Russia, viva Shanghai. This vessel made a report call at Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. Someone was Cosmo a Russian. It's not like Mr. Holmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Cosmo wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize the couple of Chicago was the same Russian revolutionary, one who would kill the very man who helped him to escape out of his true identity was discovered. Yes, you. Violent Bolshevik. Bolshevik? Bolshevik. Violent Bolshevik. No, how could it be me? Now look at this man. Look at his face. Well, you are first a revolutionary after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learning to revolutionize your appearance as well. Please. And, I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's personal list. Did I say more? Well, that's because I'm a stowaway. How about the other details? The 16 victims of the assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower. Ah yes, the journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all these particulars to the article. These the man has betrayed. That's what thus he is spot. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included and there'd be no mistake. Do weapons usually agree to introduce with newspaper reporters, I wonder? What about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Quite clearly said here in the article. Portugal recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. What even is that, anyway? This is Afghanistan, folks. Here, take this paper for yourself. Oh, memento for the great. Thank you. So far, that is interesting to me within its pages. As you know, what was written by. Alright, well, with the article and the court record. Cast your eyes over sometimes, you're just. Interesting. Found something related now, huh? Oh, no. I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. But I'm afraid. Oh, can I? But look at this picture. By a beautiful young Russian princess. You think? She's very pretty, isn't she? Or should enjoy articles like this. I don't know. Can't make any sense. Ah, I'm glad you know this is all. Let me give you a short summary of its contents. Thank you. Pops up everywhere this Mr. Holmes. But the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She's of course the talented young Nikolina Pavilion. Why was her name so hard to remember? It would appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from a dressing room. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles? I have no idea. I'm quite sure. Must be unbelievable sum of money. The sun's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves. Chow is a puppy of Northern Ballet. Seems the director is beside himself with war. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company's most anxious retrieve cover both Miss Paul Olivia and the valuable tower. Here. They request international assistance from all ports for sailings to Great Britain. This be another case of Russian fleeing his or her country? It does seem to be a Russian thing to do. I'm not even going to dignify that response, Mr. Noddle. It sounds like the Russians are leaving Russia. When on Russian, I can't help to read it. I suppose it would just at the glance at the article. Maybe this might be some picture or two. Before we start talking, will you examine each company's decks? Won't you? Oh yes, the victim. Do you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Observe for a moment. That's the victim. I was getting engaged in pinning some text. London Diary, customer was keeping notes on the trip. Oh, but I think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Pressure. Something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act. You mean read it already? My business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know it's a smattering of Japanese. Oh, I see. Well, you were about to know about Susanto Takedown is. Is that Tosan? With the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, not Tosan. What else do you mean? It's all. It's like, okay, you stopped me from reading this thing, aren't you? You know, gonna do the same. Just like, what do you mean? I have no idea. I was just like, oh, you mother. Imagine chat getting flipped by a female like that on a daily basis. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim. Here the final sentence is complete, as if the other was cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pretty precise as to be. Oh, I thought you knew Japanese. A smiling, dear boy, a smiling. Sayonara, bonsai. Wakani. Nado nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. Literally complicated looking characters, of which I can read precisely now. What was that sawing off about then? You so kindness to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Much obliged, my dear man. Cheers, Kevin Sun's diary consists of just two sentences, short sentences. The first reads, I can hear a faint whistling sound. Whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray go on. Second sentence reads, one thing fire, it looks like some sort of speckle band is dangling from the ventilated grill. Speckle band? What on earth does that mean? I have no idea. Never heard that expression before. This is a great you say. Then was previously referring to the electric stair on the wall, which connects to the drawing cap. Yes, to the drawing cap. So it has been entered into the quote. So I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being at least. Ah, do you have somewhere you need to go? As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary have piqued my interest. The matter wants further investigation, I believe. Am I still too young? Too long? Sickness takes hold. Oh, I suppose. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door? Which the eventually connects to? Great detectives are curious breeds. Our minds rebel at stagnation, requiring mental exaltation. And yes, I intend to investigate, hence the truth will become soon and clear on it. First step, we could go with you. No, that would be somewhat complicated. But why? I'm glad that your wish should reveal the answer. Oh, please. So, you're the prime suspect in the matter. No? Just one trying to turn into a question. The one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. Must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago. Give me, you're clearly misguided. Or have no cause to say such a thing. Actually, Mr. Holmes, I did hear you say that too. Quite sure? Well, that's very strange. Or I've said you had the face of a criminal, you know? Not really. So what? You were looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are. Oh, well, anyway, that was then and this is now. What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is this. You're the culprit, you must pay the part more convincingly. Roll over and tap your face. Now he's just being plain rude. And off he goes, having just left him in my face. His sense of humor as strict as his name. So, what are you saying there for? Let's go investigate the cabin next door as well. Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I can... Yeah! Because Mr. his dying moment struggling to leave us a clue. You're willing to give up? You're just gonna roll over and accept your fate. As if you gave me any choice in the rolling off what? Oh, I love the fact that he just get whoa, it's just like ah. Some infections to finish off here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what this cabin when we wait for a chance to fix them. Good idea. The situation doesn't look good, but there's still things I can do to help myself. And I want your customer to do everything I can to find a way out of this and bring the real culprit to justice. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I gotta pee and let me refill my water. So, B.O.B. Just a minute. B.O.B.